What you trying to do?
I've been trying to get you from your crib into mine. You done drug me. Then you ain't trying to forget.
I about to say you gotta redo all
As
of
we
that.
get together, the mood change quick.
Boom. You hear me?
Welcome to Clippers and Convos. It's your boy Trap Pharaoh. Fuck Josh.
That's how we go.
Dolce Holmes.
It's your boy Guap roll on the gram.
I guess I'm getting bullied. This who's Joshua Ross, aka Mr. Black Gloves, and to my left we have
Annie C from Something Like Podcast. You know the vibes.
Hey. Y'all like I think y'all our sister podcast now that you came on our shit.
I done been on so many podcasts at this point.
Oh,
It's ridiculous.
Okay. We're not special.
I've been trying to get on this for mad long, so
Nah,
I wanted
us
I was early actually. I was 30 minutes early.
I wanted to make sure we had our shit correct and ready before we brought you up here, so I wouldn't embarrass us.
But you, all right, I'm gonna let y'all have it. You right.
See, so all right, boom, yeah, I did come late, but that's just straight me. I ain't want to embarrass us as a podcast. You knew me before I got here. See?
I will say, okay, be that as it may, you on time for my house gatherings and shit. You don't be late.
I don't be driving.
So, I mean, maybe this man needs a driver. Get this man a driver.
Nah, he's seen his scheduling. How y'all doing, man?
Shit, man, coolin'. How was everybody's thing?
I was gonna ask you how y'all week was. How you doing? Go out. You quiet today?
Yeah, I'm tired, hot.
Oh. Your mic just went out?
I think the mic went out again.
Think you did.
Bro, see, give me these bullshit ass mics.
Nah, we were using this.
They'll complain about $10,000
My shit was
network.
like,
They'll complain about the $10,000 network.
see, that's not me.
Well, technically, you're not supposed to pick up the mic.
I've been said this.
Well,
But-
technically, we've been doing this for 3 weeks straight and shit been good. So what's the difference? What's going on?
Your mic
G?
going in and out. That's the difference.
You know what I'm saying? Straight now.
You see,
We
black
good?
people don't ever want to cooperate.
Oh, wow.
Nah.
But hold up.
Nigga them.
Hold up.
This is what
Hold
we
up.
call it.
Relax, okay? Because we was chilling with this for like 3 weeks. Like, don't
Saying the mic
come up
going
here
in and
shit
out.
wanna change. No. Like,
Black people never want to cooperate. White people don't want to wear their masks. It's crazy out here.
yeah, white people do though. White people.
Nah, he wore. Nah, he walked in with his mask on. I'll give him that.
Nah, Eric, he probably better at that.
Oh,
shit.
we always get white hate mail over at my podcast, so it's
You get hate
normal.
mail?
Yeah.
Dang, we don't got an
do.
address. See what I'm saying? this is why I
get
didn't want to bring
hate
you on
emails.
before. We had to get right first.
I had my friend tell me that she refused to listen to my podcast because we're always slandering white people, and I'm just like, that's not true. Like, maybe a little bit, but
Yeah, like, and it's like
it be facts.
if you got, cause your podcast is usually like 2 hours, right?
Yeah.
All right, so boom, you got a 2-hour podcast. Like, I feel like you should be allowed to slander white people at least 15 minutes out of that 2 hours.
I feel it's fair.
Yeah, that's fair. It's fair.
Only fair.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I agree.
They don't like that. They don't
So-
like that. I
so-
be going live and they be like, what? Like,
So what's a lot of the subject matter on your podcast?
it's a lot of just real life shit. It's just society, pop culture, sex, ratchet stories, liquor. Y'all seen like the logo is a Hennessy bottle, a fucking ashtray, cigarettes.
Yeah, it was very hard. It was like when I was trying to tell Josh, like, yeah, we gotta watch a few episodes and make sure we on with everything.
Yeah,
we
it's
doing.
very raunchy, very real.
And it was like, yeah, what's it about? I was like, shit, I don't really know what to tell you, cuz.
I just wanted people to feel like when they was listening that they was like there with us, like they wanted to be our friends, and I feel like we got that dynamic. We created that dynamic, so it works.
Okay. What made you
fun.
want to? I mean, to get into podcasting. I mean,
I
because you've
never
been doing it for
wanted
3
to get
years.
into podcasting. I don't think anybody. I don't think anybody wants to get into podcasting. I just
Word, because I ain't even gonna hold you.
I think
just found out
people
what
want
a podcast is.
if you either have the personality for it or you don't. You have to have a strong either technical skills or a strong personality. So I feel like, I don't know, people just be freestyling trying to have a podcast and don't have no personality, no technical skills, no social media, nothing. I just wanted to start it because I didn't have shit else to do. And I just couldn't, at the time I didn't have a job and I didn't want to be sitting at home not doing shit. I was like, girl, you want to start this podcast? And then boom, here we are 3 years later.
So I got how many seasons? 3 seasons?
3, but we do it by year. It's not by like content or
I was
anything.
just about to ask that because you said 3 years, 3 seasons. So y'all do it
Yeah.
by the year?
So we every time the year changes, we just go up a season. It's not by anything. It's just how I prefer to do it.
And y'all, like you said, your content is just like, so it's just whatever, kind of whatever.
I mean, we have segments. We have things that specific things where we ask guests. If we do have guests on, we situate the episode for that. But like we have our like
Just
random things that we have. Like we have our one question that we ask everybody. Like, what do you put in your porn search? Like, what do you type in your porn search? And I usually like springs off
like a
like
girl
a
version of us.
That's
It's
what I'm
on
saying.
everything,
That springs
like-
off like a 30-minute conversation about why niggas want to fucking watch
I use Twitter.
bitches jerk off with fucking socks on or
Twitter.
some shit. I don't know.
Niggas
So
put you on the Twitter.
we've all decided Twitter
oh
was
my
the better
gosh,
way to
the
go.
Twitter rabbit hole is fucking crazy.
I do Twitter.
Twitter is amazing.
I don't even look for porn no more. I just
scroll.
follow shit on Twitter. And
I don't
deleted
follow
I
it.
deleted all my real friends on Twitter because I don't want y'all watching what I like.
No, you know what it is?
You know what I'm saying?
No, you know what it is, because if you
like
like
none of
it
it.
or if you
don't
retweet
like none
it,
of
now people looking at you crazy.
Word.
Like,
No,
you
I
ain't-
don't retweet nothing.
I don't retweet or like nothing.
No, I be liking shit. That's how you like develop a playlist.
Talk
See,
about a playlist.
haven't done podcasts and had so many different type of guests.
Right.
I have so many different friends that are like do sexual shit. Like they have an OnlyFans or they a BBW like porn star or some shit like that. So it's just like
That's a
I
BBW
always
porn star, homegirl.
see this shit on my Twitter, and it's like normal to me because like they either promoting they shit or they got thirsty niggas like I want to see them big fat ass titties or something like that. So it's normal for shit like that to pop up on my on
All
my
the time
Twitter
you
feed.
got BBW porn star homegirls. I know we not that close, but damn, and this you got BBW porn star homegirls. You know some shit I be into. That's crazy.
I do.
I
do.
Cool. I know I be bugged out, but I mean, damn, you could put
And
me
you
on some of
know-
the BBW porn star homegirls. This sound like they my speed. Alright, I'm gonna calm down. We gonna
know
stick
what?
to subject.
But I can't.
crazy.
Just shit like that. And then we just get to drinking. And then once you
Yeah.
drink and, your guests drink, everybody get more familiar with you, then everybody's fucking comfortable. And
Just having a conversation.
yeah, it just goes. Or like we have another one is like, what blew your shit today? Like, some shit, something be happening in your day. And then all of a sudden you just tight. Like, what blew your shit today?
Word.
So, shit like that.
Okay, and I did see that like your podcast isn't like really weekly or anything like that. So what was like, how'd you come up with that, or was that just something that kind of happened over time?
So it used to be weekly because I lived in Brooklyn. I'm born and raised in Brooklyn, baby. And I was doing it on a weekly thing.
From the wool.
And no, I'm not from the Floss.
Oh man.
I'm from Flatbush. So it was a weekly thing, and I was going to the studio, and that was good and all, but I feel like I was oversaturating it. Like I felt like I was just putting out too much quality fire ass content at one time, and I just was like, let me slow it down. So then we was doing it every 2 weeks, and then I moved out here. And then I was like, this consistency shit I can't do because I don't drive.
Right.
My wife drives me everywhere. So if I want to go to the studio, she got to drive me. I was like, this trying to do it every 2 weeks thing is not going to work. And so now we do it whenever the fuck we feel like it. And I feel like I get more listeners that way because there's no set schedule. So when you
When they
when
see
you
it, they wanna
subscribe
watch
and
it,
you
yeah.
share and shit and you get that notification after 3 fucking months or whatever, whenever the last time I put out an episode, you're like, oh shit, I gotta listen to this because.
Right.
But I mean, I see it benefiting me that way than putting it out consistently.
I
I
got
feel
you.
like people will message me and ask me like, oh, you still doing your podcast, or you still like, is there an episode coming out soon? And I like that. I prefer it that
Word.
way.
We bump heads on that sometimes, where it's like,
Yeah.
should we cut it to a half hour? Should we extend it another
I
half
feel like it's
hour?
it's about
Should we-
society and culture though, and society isn't consistent. So why do I have to be consistent? And this is my shit. I'm the one that has the 9 to 5 and still have to edit and still have to fucking entertain social media people and engage and make sure the followers don't go down. And
Right.
it's so much work and put out fucking popping ass merch. Like,
Oh, this is your merch.
yes,
Oh damn! Now we gotta buy all that shit so
Yeah.
we can wear it on our next episode.
Yeah.
Let me wait.
my
You-
shirt says this coochie is for colors only.
Damn,
I like
don't,
that.
I don't
That's
have a
I'm not gonna buy.
There
this.
is one that says this dick is for colors only.
I'm getting it.
Wait, you got one on
I
that?
need,
I got
Well,
my
no,
buy right
not
now.
on me, but I'm saying on the website.
How much it
I
cost?
need one of those.
This means I don't engage in
She don't
Go
fuck with
say-
white
interracial
folk.
activity.
No white folk.
She don't like
Say
pink
colors
penises.
only.
She does. She
That's
doesn't like.
only black
You need
pussy
some
right there.
melanin.
She doesn't. She doesn't like the pink
You
meat.
need
Everybody
some
always
melanin.
asks.
You gotta be minimum Hawaiian.
Oh man.
Everybody always
might
asks,
pass
and I'm
for
just like, it's
Samoan.
just not for me. Like I just
Nah, I
it's
don't
just
like
not
white,
for
I don't
me.
like white
Like
bitches either.
I don't have
We
a
on the same page.
I don't have a problem with people that do, but it's just not for me. Like I'm not interested in
They skin
thinking
feel
in the
weird.
back of my mind, like, oh my God, what is this person's family saying about me? What does this person really think about me? Like I'm gonna be doing something regular, like putting on fucking cocoa butter, and he's gonna be looking at me like, is this bitch done yet? Like she does this every day. Like
No. All right.
and I'm just like
And I don't mean to. I don't mean.
I'm not in the business of trying to close cultural gaps. Okay, like this is not my problem. I'm not a world leader or anything. Like this is what I want for me. I want
Right.
black ass kids. I want a black ass woman in my life. That's why I married one, and that's it.
Y'all both got dreads and everything.
Yeah.
You
No.
winning.
What I was gonna say is, well, I had two questions. One, so you've never been with anyone other than a black man, correct?
Black man or woman, correct?
Yeah. So
Get it right, G.
Blacks.
the
Black.
blacks. No, so
Blacks.
I've gotten to a point now because I grew up around like a military base, so I've dated obviously outside of my culture. But now looking back at it, I'm just
Sound
like
like a sellout.
I'm
When
like-
I'm here.
Your voice tell me you dated outside.
Your voice definitely do.
so no, for me it's like now I look back and I'm like, nah, I was wilding. Like I feel a way now looking back
Having
at like
had dated outside of your race.
yeah, like
What's outside your race? Because I dated some Puerto Ricans, but that don't count, right?
Anybody who's not a person of color.
They colored though, like they right?
colored.
They colored though.
The Puerto Ricans
Puerto Ricans are black.
If
Look
back
how
in
you
the, if in
sound. The Puerto
19
Ricans.
in the 70s. They
if
was
in
still white. You right.
1955 you had to drink out of the water fountain that says colors only,
You with us?
you valid.
Right.
If you was drinking out the other
I don't know,
fountain,
because a Puerto Rican could pass. You know what I'm
Some
saying?
Puerto Ricans.
Some.
Some. Oh man. Oh, but the second
Names,
thing.
you look like
Names
a
you could
diet.
pass.
Nah, but the other question I have for you is: so you've been doing this podcast. How long have you and your wife been together?
3 years. June was 3 years we've been married.
Okay.
We'll have been together 10 years in December.
Oh, congratulations to that. Love, black love.
And that's my man's too. My wife, that's my man's.
Nah, I met her and she's dope. She's dope. Just quiet. She was quiet, and then we got to talking. And yeah, but
She's excitable.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, she good. Nah, once she comfortable, she's like the coolest
Yeah, so
person
go
in the
follow
world.
my boo. She's a photographer.
Yeah, word up. On the
Like
set.
Candidly Cammy. So if you need a
Plug
black
that, plug
photographer, you feel
I'm
me?
gonna fuck around do a video shoot. I mean, not video shoot, like photo shoot soon, so I can have something to post.
yeah, because you don't post it at all, really.
Because you know.
But you haven't
like
posted-
like she said. I feel like when I post, people genuinely fuck with it, so that's why I don't post a lot. Because it's like, I feel like if I see, like, if I post every day for a week, by the 5th day, you'll see less people liking the pictures,
Right.
as opposed to I post like once every month and a half.
I'll probably post a fire pic once a month.
And I'll take down
Word
the
up.
whole picture too, like
And
you feel
everything
me?
else,
Oh, so you, like,
I'll
replace
put
it?
in my
Yeah,
story.
like I
That's
like
it.
replace it. Like boom, like even with the podcast, like if I go live and the live get put up there, you feel what I'm saying? I take it down like 2 days later. So I don't like to leave shit up there. Like as far as like people just consistently having something.
Understood. The second part of my question about your wife was having a podcast. 'Cause I listen to y'all, and y'all are quite entertaining. Having a wife and then having a podcast. Like how like do you censor yourself, like, or is there like how do you balance that for like somebody who is in a relationship?
It depends on what the topic is. So a lot of the time, I won't say I really censor myself. I feel like she knows me. She knows what the fuck I'm gonna say.
Right.
She knows that. I kind of try to explain it to her like this. You liked me because of who I was. You fucked with me because I had a certain type of energy or I was a certain type of bitch. You can't expect for me not to be that person now that we're married. I'm always going to be me.
Right.
And when you try to take the me out of me, it's just not going to work. So just let me do me. It's a job. Like I told her, like it's a job. Like I go to the studio, I do my job, I come home, that's it. That's all there is to it. So I don't really censor myself, no.
Word.
But I mean, her wife cool, cause I don't think she really needs to be honest with you.
Like if there's
they have a really dope relationship. Like outside looking in, like from somebody who knows them, they dope as fuck. Like the two of them, they both college educated black women, all great and shit. They great as fuck. Like,
right.
Like, yeah, so like outside looking in, I don't personally, from my perspective, it's like nah. I know her wife. It's like if she bug out in the house, that'd be a flip to me. Like it'd be like nah, she know her people. Like she good people.
Yeah, it's just
She a real nigga.
there's a difference between centering yourself and having respect. You feel me?
Right.
I'm not gonna go on there and disrespect her. It's it's how you say shit.
Yeah.
You know? And then I also don't fucking name drop on my show. So if I drop a name, I'll bleep it out.
Yeah, I try
So
not to
you
name
won't
her,
even
so.
you won't even know who the hell I'm talking about.
I did once.
We've had to
I
edit
bleep
a
out
whole-
my own name. If
We've
my
had to edit a whole episode one time.
If
We've
my-
edited the whole episode.
if my co-host says my whole name, I'll bleep it out.
Damn,
I won't
just
even
threw her
use
name
it.
like twice. I've been trying not to. I made a mental note.
I won't. I don't even bother. So it's just a respect thing. It's not even about being censored, because I don't want her to censor herself when she does shit. I don't want her to be like, oh, I don't want you taking pictures of fucking naked bitches in lingerie. Like, I don't care. Stuff like that doesn't bother me. It's a job, you know. Just be professional. Have a certain amount of respect. Like, I'm not out here trying to fuck my guest and shit. Like, it's just a job. That's it.
Have you ever had a story that got you in trouble? Like, that you said on your that really got you in trouble, but, like, then someone, like, hit you on some, like, yo.
Yeah, remember she
It's-
said she get hate mail from white folks.
Well, no, but hate mail from
actually
white folk, you
funny
get that from
because-
people you don't even know. But, like, I mean, like, somebody in your past, like, you told a story, and then someone just happened to, like, a word.
It's funny because I hit somebody up because I heard that somebody in their family had passed or whatever, and I said, oh, you know, I just wanted to make sure you was good, just checking in on you, blah 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 blah, and the person was like, honestly, we not good. And I was under the impression that we stopped talking, you know, and we were left on cordial terms. So me hearing about a loss in your family, I'm like, you know,
Yeah.
extending my sympathies, blah blah blah. And they're like, oh no, we not good because I don't like what you had to say about me on your podcast. And I was like, what? First of all, the fact that you're listening is wild because I didn't even expect the person to be listening.
Right.
And then it was just like, you didn't, like, I know I said some fucked up shit about this person, but in hindsight, I never really, like, expected that somebody was going to,
Watch this shit.
yeah,
That happened
or
to me
somebody was
too.
listening. So I was like, oh shit, like,
I was about to ask y'all, too.
Now, that happened to me too. It was like I said some shit, and it was like, yo, you really told that story on the podcast? And it's like, I'm not even about to reply. I don't care. Like, it's like, nigga, like, that's why I told the story. I had no respect for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Like, I didn't say your name, and if you didn't say nothing to me, you wouldn't have felt like it was about you.
it's just true.
But at the same time, I get it. But I mean, I'm not trying to hold back shit because at the end of the day, I want to get these numbers. And if my stories is gonna get them,
But the reason why it bothered me is because it's like, just knowing what I told you about
Mm-hmm.
bleeping out people's names, it's like, first of all, who the fuck do you think you are? That's why it was funny to me. Like, you think somebody's really out here like, oh, she's talking
Mm-hmm. Oh my
about
God,
X,
she
Y,
talking
and
about
Z. Like,
da-da-da-da.
nigga, nobody knows
I'm
you.
shocked. Like you said, you shocked they listening.
Right.
Much less the people who in the other people in this story
Yeah.
that might know who I'm talking about. Like,
I'm like,
fuck out of here.
I'm just like,
yeah,
okay, that's a
unemployment.
weird flex, but I mean, it just makes me be petty. So now my episode that comes out this week is gonna be called "I Don't Like What You Had to Say About Me on Your Podcast." So like,
She gonna love that.
so I just
So
petty
you-
shit. Like,
yeah,
I don't
petty
really
queen.
care because like, what do you want to say? I'm me. You're you.
No, I'm sad though.
What about you, Guap? Have you had some? Have you said something, or like, can someone kind of came to you on the side about it?
Nope.
I got into it one time. Remember we got into it when I got into it like our second or third episode.
Oh, you bringing up that same situation?
I got into it with the LGBT community. I ain't gonna tell you what I said till we get off.
I
air,
be
'cause I'm
watching
scared.
this shit and I just be like, I'm gonna log off. Y'all niggas is problematic. This
I be
shit that y'all be
look,
saying.
I be trying to
like,
guide us out of it, but then I'm like, Drew's gonna let it fly
I be like,
regardless.
wow, this is a lot.
What if? All right, look, all right. I'm not going. We bleeped out what is it, like 15 minutes of a whole podcast because he went on a tangent and then
I was telling the story.
he went with it, and then Name just jumped in too. Like just
I was telling the
it
story
was
about
bad.
some shit that I shouldn't have been talking about. But 20 years ago,
It would have been.
it wasn't rape.
You know what? I'm not even gonna go here because if you listen to my show, you know.
Oh shit!
I'm not gonna go there with y'all.
we got to bleep that.
What you mean? I didn't say nothing yet.
I'm not gonna go there with y'all because if y'all hear my show, y'all know I go in on niggas and faithfully read them to filth. So
Hey, yo,
No, I know.
I'm
just gonna keep calm.
I was saying something. No.
Just like people saying like the shit that we're saying is fucked up or like we're racist or we're prejudiced or some shit like that. And it's just like if it's not for you, that it's just not for you.
You
That's
don't have
it.
to listen to it. Like that's the thing that I don't like about being on these platforms, where it's like, boom, oh shit, that's my keys. But look, boom, like I was brought. Like Josh put me on this because he fuck with my character, right? Part of my character is I'm bugged the fuck out. You get what I'm saying? Like that's really it though. You get what I'm saying? So it'd be hard to like try to find an in between where it's like I don't be knowing what I can and can't say. Like that story that we had to bleep out. It was like, fuck that. I think this would be good. Like this is a funny ass story.
No, it's
You know what I'm
hilarious
saying?
story. The story was hilarious.
But it's like I understand after listening to it. It was like, oh no, I can't say that shit because I understand. I understand on a different level. Not only like I be feeling like I'm nobody because I'm not really nobody. But at the same time, it's like somebody might hear this even though I'm nobody. You get what I'm saying? So it's like.
We mentioned it
Not that I'm
last
nobody, like I'm cool as fuck.
Oh,
you know what I
week.
mean?
His job being on a pod talking to somebody.
That's my worst fear.
Who got?
That's my worst fear is that my job is gonna find
That was
my
a year ago.
podcast and gonna be like, bitch, what? You're fired. You're fired. I cannot lose my job. Jesus.
I gotta listen to a few more episodes. Bitch, they gonna fire you?
All right, so I have a question for everybody. So has someone listened to your podcast and then ran to your significant other about what you said on the podcast, and like whether it's pertaining to them or anything in general?
Nah, Chief.
I think somebody has. I probably said some wild shit. I'm pretty sure that I have been pressed about something on the podcast before, but again, like I live in my truth. So anything I said, I don't care. I'm gonna stand on that shit 10 toes down. I don't give a shit if they put that shit on the shade room in 10 minutes. I'm gonna be like, and your point. I said what I said. I'm not
Right.
taking the episode down.
We
So
can't do
I'm
nothing
sure
with the
somebody
shade room
has. I'm
around,
pretty
bro.
sure.
Can't
I'm
do
pretty
nothing
sure
with the
somebody
shade room,
has
I
come
swear
to her,
God.
but it wasn't that
Everybody
big
that
of a
be
deal.
cheating, trying to get some ass on a little shade room on their ass. Nigga 2.5. Oh my God, looks like we got somebody getting some cheeks over here downtown. Such and such, like, damn, my nigga, like, the nigga coming out the Adidas store.
If you want to be TMZ, that's your
Taking the whole glizzy.
that's your
Taking the whole
that's your
glizzy,
problem.
like, damn, bro.
So I
Shit is
didn't
the
tell you what
FBI.
happened. So somebody ran to my son's mother and told her about my OnlyFans, and that caused I got a crazy phone call at like 11 o'clock at night. Like she was blacking, and I'm just sitting there like,
How the money coming off that OnlyFans shit? My bad. Fuck your story. How the money coming off that OnlyFans?
"What you mean?
I got a booger. Damn, niggas gonna let me have a booger the whole cash.
You put yourself out there. Why you
That's
do that?
crazy. I'm saying like, fuck, like I got it, cuz.
Nah, cuz.
That's crazy. That's crazy. We gotta re-record the whole shit. Y'all's gonna let me have a booger the whole cash. Wow, niggas. Good look, squad. Nah, go ahead.
"Nah, you said how the money coming off the pot? I mean, off
Yeah, true. How the money coming off of that?
It's good. It's good. It's still coming in. It's still coming in.
Yeah, if I
Still
do
getting more
anything,
subscribers.
You know what
Money
it is?
off of it.
All right, boom. Not for nothing.
I ain't doing shit for free. I ain't even showing. I ain't even cooking on camera for free. I ain't going live for free.
I ain't gonna hold you. I feel like.
So what? We'll talk. Now, the
Your girl, your son, your baby moms.
yeah, no, I got cursed out. Where the fuck it like? So you doing OnlyFans? And I'm like, well, first of all, like, why that matter? Like I've done a lot of shit since like we split. Why does this matter? You know what I'm saying? Or why does somebody think it was their place to then run and go tell her?
But
that?
what was her whole premise? Like, what was the the argument? Like, why was she upset?
You sure somebody ran and told her, like, how do you promote your OnlyFans?
Twitter. But I have like a separate Twitter.
Do that.
I just fucked up my main Twitter and said I don't got Twitter.
Do that.
Nah, I just and then
Every time.
That's me?
yeah.
Oh, I don't even know where my phone at.
Hey, yo, Drew, you on some bullshit.
My bad, cuz.
Drew.
It's spam. That's the worst part. Potential spam. This ain't even nobody. Like, my bad. Let me go ahead and bang on them. Let them know I'm hanging up. I'm gonna put this on bad.
Nah, I mean the whole premise was it was money. It was a money situation.
Oh, okay.
So it was a money situation.
She was like, nigga, you got an OnlyFans. Where my coin?
Oh, hell
I want
yeah.
75%.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not mad at her.
Hell yeah.
Fuck.
Right.
Fuck, you already a barber. Now you trying to get a whole nother income that she can't clock. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. Nigga, give me more money. You getting it. You got incomes on incomes. I ain't even gonna hold you. You know why drug dealers be ended up not on child support? Because they baby mom know like, nah, I'm going to treat him like a drug dealer in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Fuck. Yeah, bro, give me $500 right now. $500 right now for what? Because I want it. Damn, that's crazy. I could be on child support.
Well, anything.
Nah, so that has I've had a couple people run back. I got and say something to somebody or somebody get mad about something that was said.
Anything that I do, I'll always bring up to my wife first. So there's nothing that anybody could come and say. Like, I have an OnlyFans. The gag is like it could be me fucking frying chicken in a bikini. Like, you never know what the fuck you're gonna get. It's an OnlyFans.
All right,
it's not
so
only for
I
you
do
fucking.
have a question about frying chicken in a bikini. Like that don't even sound logical, but I mean, if that's a kink that somebody has.
No, I mean, I don't fried chicken naked before, cuz it ain't about nothing. You just
There is a literal kink for. There's a
Damn, Drew just.
people have a kink for people who smoke cigarettes. People have a kink for people who have big titties. People have foot fetishes. Like, you can literally sit on a live and fucking smoke a cigarette with your titties out and make money. Like, you don't have to do nothing.
I follow
else.
mad shit like that on Twitter. I ain't even gonna hold you.
No, you know
There's
what?
a market
I have
for
a question
it,
for
and
him.
as long as you make it affordable, people is gonna fuck with it.
What's in your Twitter search?
Son, I ain't even gonna hold you. I'll put it on my Twitter. I ain't even.
Yeah, see, I'm not doing that. Like, I have homegirls that don't get me wrong, they in like the top
I'll show you
creators
the
and
Twitter,
shit, and they
Right.
do put out like good content. And they OnlyFans is like $50 a month, but
Like, my
it's not that
Twitter,
deep for me.
Ain't nothing nice on my Twitter, cuz. Like, I deleted all my
Already.
regular friends. Look, bro, listen, my whole Twitter is nasty shit. Like, my whole Twitter that. It's nothing. This the home page, bro. I'm not look, I'm not
It's the
even
home page.
My whole Twitter nasty shit, bro. There's nothing nice on here. Nothing nice.
Yo.
I cannot.
I had to. That's why I deleted all my regular friends and stuff. It's like, damn, I want people watching.
My Twitter is mad diverse. It's
You must
like it's like politics, joke, somebody sucking dick, education, survey, petition, somebody getting it from the back. You know, like, it's just a mix.
Yeah, it's a
very
scatter. Yeah,
diverse.
yeah.
My
no.
shit all nasty shit. All right, boom. I had
My
to
shit
delete all my
kinda
friends
mixed.
because people, I didn't know people could see what I like.
My
Just
shit kinda
Yes.
see what I like. It was like, you can
my
see what I
God.
like. Oh God,
So
I be like,
that's
it's some
awkward.
crazy
I have
shit.
an awkward story about that. So I have this friend, right, that I suspected was gay for mad long.
Oh shit.
But like, they never came out and just said they was gay. I guess because they in a predominantly
Man
West
or
Indian
woman?
household. You know, West
It's a
Indian
man?
people. It's a man. And West Indian people, they don't really play that shit.
Nah.
So I'm scrolling through my Twitter, and I just keep seeing shit that he like, and I'm like, why is like obviously gay men like popping up on my timeline? Like, I'm not into that type of shit. Like, I'm with a woman, but I don't want to see gay niggas on my like smiling and shit on my feed. Like, that's so
I mean, my shit
unnecessary.
is kind of diverse.
So
You know what I mean?
I'm noticing that I'm getting the notifications because the niggas liking it, and I'm just like, why don't you just come out the closet? Like, I don't know if you know my guy, but I can see the shit that you're liking. And it's all mad gay and suspect.
I was white.
And I
liking
feel
some
like
shit.
somebody needs to tell him.
I wasn't liking no
But-
gay shit, but I was liking some sus shit. You know what I'm saying?
He be all the stuff that he likes is
boy.
mad gay.
Time out,
Like
time
I
out,
could go
time out.
on my Twitter at
Time out.
12
Kept that
a.m.
to
Like,
yourself,
damn.
cuz.
He said, mind your business.
Bruh, I'm grown, so listen, I was liking some such shit. Like, but it was like, I wasn't even liking it, or so I'm gonna hit my shit to this later. I was just liking it so I could watch it and then study it later. You feel me saying?
I've done that. I've definitely stopped. Like, I've
Study it.
definitely liked something and went back and looked at it. Like, cause like, say for
I
instance,
ain't
like,
have time to look at
yeah,
it
you
for real while I
in
was
that
at.
moment, in that moment. Nah,
But
I
it
feel
was
that.
like I'm gonna like it so I could go back and so I could find it later because you can't just look up shit on Twitter.
Nah.
For real, you get what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna tell y'all what it was. I'm gonna tell y'all what it was after this because I'm not embarrassed, but I'm not gonna say it now because I just don't want to hear people like mouth and shit. But it was like, oh shit, somebody hit my phone and everything. Like, yo, the fuck is this shit you liking on Twitter? And I'm like, I don't, you know how I'm coming. I'm like, bro, I don't even be on Twitter. You know what I'm saying?
I cannot.
Because like,
Brown
yo.
be on Twitter.
I think Twitter
I bet
really
as soon as
needs.
you hung up,
Twitter really needs to put out a PSA and let niggas know, like, people can see
when
what you're
like,
liking.
Like when you like shit, that shit'll come up in your homeboys
Yeah.
or whoever follows
Yes.
you.
Yes.
Timeline.
Like, so-and-so
regular.
like
yeah,
this.
yeah,
Like,
hey,
so-and-so, they be like, yo,
such
what
and
the
just
fuck?
like this.
So and so retweeted this.
Son.
No,
So
so
he
look,
looking-
like right in your
so
in
he
your
telling
search,
me-
like that's
So
the
he
thing.
telling me like, yeah, nah, you like such. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Oh shit. And then somebody else told me that same shit, and I'm like, God damn, it's over.
It's
Sleep.
over.
Oh, my friend. It's like, because it was like you like it mad nasty.
I know. I use on Twitter.
And then I'm like, and there's some gay shit up here. And I'm like, oh, yeah, no, my shit must have got hacked, bro. Somebody hacked my shit.
I use
He like,
Twitter
yeah, yo.
strictly for cursing people out. Like when I'm the Karen of Twitter.
Gay shit.
It's like if I have a fucked up experience somewhere, I'm going on Twitter. I'm gonna let niggas know.
I have a question.
Like Domino's done gave me like over like $200 in free shit for me complaining on Twitter.
Nah, I got a damn now names. Now I got a free flight because of complaining
Yeah,
on Twitter.
all I do is tweet. I just tweet at establishments like, you fucking suck. I didn't get any sauce with this, or I had to walk back and get that. So yeah, that's what I use Twitter for mainly.
That's a good
It's just you gotta be too active on that shit. Like I don't want to tell people what the fuck I'm doing every minute of the day.
I'm boring for real. I'm just gonna say cutting hair,
Right. I have a question.
smoking weed.
What would you say is your favorite? Like, or do you listen back to your podcast? Like, outside of editing it, like, obviously you sit with it, so, like, do you go back and, like, just listen
You
to the
edit your own
podcast?
podcast?
Yes.
That's
Outside of editing it, I don't listen. I don't listen to it because it's so fucking long. But by the time I'm done editing, I'm like, oh, I done heard everything I needed to hear, and probably more than once. So, like, only if I need to go back for a reference. Like, my co-host will be like, oh, I never said that, and I'll be like, bitch, you said that season 2, episode 3, and I'm about to bring it up. Watch. But other than that,
So you only listen to your podcast to be petty?
yeah.
Okay.
And I usually remember because I edited. And, I don't know. My memory just works like that. I could remember exactly where it was at. So.
What would you say is your favorite podcast that you've done?
Oh wow. My favorite podcast.
Drew, I'm gonna ask you
that
next, so.
I've done is Sex and the Gritty in New York City podcast.
What season is that?
That's season 2. It'll say it in the title. But yeah, I love them. They're now separate. So the one girl, she has Sex in the City in New York, Sex in the Gritty in New York City, but the other girl has Secrets with Sash. So now they have their own separate podcast, but I love them both.
I know Sash.
Yes.
I reached out to Sash. Shout out to her. Ben's supposed to go on her podcast.
Yeah, she's dope. I fucking love Sash.
Fuck you.
How you just out here?
You know niggas, you thought ass.
Out here just knowing podcast
How you
people.
just know Saj?
Fuck wrong with you,
Yeah, I
bro?
know Saj. I
know Sash.
I'm supposed to been humble on her podcast. You ain't never tell us about
You got a whole
Saj.
podcast community of niggas you be fucking with that you don't tell us about, cuz.
Like the
I
fuck
know a
going
lot of
on?
podcasters. I know a lot of podcasters.
Fact.
Wow.
I didn't think y'all really wanted to be on different
Nah, fuck
podcasts.
Of course I want to be on a different podcast. Saj got a
Alright,
cute
bet.
Flops.
name.
I don't know if you know him from
We gonna
ADD
pull up on-
podcast. I like doing his show too. But yeah, Sex in the City, Sex in the Gritty in New York City, Secrets with Saj, the ADD podcast. We did a live show with Who Needs a Podcast Anyway.
Oh, I heard of them before.
But
I don't know 'em.
the live show was lit. I loved it. It was fun.
Dope.
I'd do it again.
So you like collabing with other?
Yeah, collabing is fun when it's a vibe. Like when you could find somebody who basically has the same like Sex and the Gritty in New York City. That was so fun for us because it was like we meshed perfectly. It was just like it felt more like a sisterhood than just sitting here and like answering questions or whatever. So
Word.
it was cool. It just flowed.
Drew, what's your favorite podcast that we've done?
The one I had to argue with everybody. That's my favorite one.
Why?
Badass
I had
kid.
to ask. Why?
Cause like fuck niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what it was? Nah, because I don't get a lot of times to show that I'm smart, and I felt like I showed all them people that I wasn't dumb, and it just made me feel good. It's just like, cause I don't have like I don't write or nothing like that.
Right.
I don't got a job where I have to show off my mental skill a lot.
That's why you got to go on rants.
Yeah, so I had to go on some rants with these niggas to let them know, like, listen,
gotta go on
pussies,
rants.
y'all got the right one. I'm not apologizing for shit. Y'all got me wrong. Y'all got me fucked up. I ain't say nothing wrong. And if y'all got a problem with what I said, oh, the fuck well, you can't beat me. Nah, what's up? We want to fight. Nah. You feel me?
What about you, Guap? What's your favorite podcast we've done?
Like my favorite, like other people podcasts or like
JC.
favorite
No.
episode.
That we've done. Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say probably the episode with JC.
JC was a dope episode.
I would say the episode with Ron.
Ron Rainey?
Where
Yeah, shout out to Ron Rainey.
That was your first episode, right?
I think that, yeah.
Y'all welcome to come on our show anytime. Just we don't accept late niggas. Y'all will be outside. Cause I'm not getting up to walk down that long ass.
for what it's worth,
So,
I am here by default. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be
Well,
late by default.
I guess Josh would be on your podcast.
That's what it sounds like. Cause
and not for nothing, as soon as Josh walked out, I said, Guap, you might want to walk out with Josh. You know what he did? Not walk out with Josh.
but he was like, "Say, nah, I'm playing,"
I did say something.
we get drunk. We have
because he
fun.
wanted me to
Oh,
wow.
man.
It's a lot of fun.
No, I appreciate you coming up here. I got more
shitty
questions for
usually.
you,
Go ahead.
but
I feel as though we could be more ratchet on her show, so that's why I'm
Yes.
trying to.
This seems very wholesome.
Fuck around,
I'm
roll
very
up.
shocked.
huh?
I'm very shocked. You add a lot of wholesomeness.
Oh, because you was coming to fuck with me, you was like, oh yeah, I'm about to go on this ratchet ass podcast.
Yeah.
Then you saw him and was like, yeah, nah.
I thought I was about to get drunk, smoke
Yeah,
a little
nah.
bit or whatever.
See, look. I could roll a
She was
blunt
looking
on
for a
your
vibe.
podcast.
Yeah.
See, I'm
We
definitely
smoke,
up there.
we drink. People bring us like liquor and stuff because they know that
Look,
we
bro,
drink.
we need to do that, bro. How many times we told your ass, bro?
I be trying to get this
Fuck.
shit. Nah.
Like I think it was like this one episode we was
Yeah.
complaining about how nobody don't
But
bring us
that ain't
shit.
the
Like we be
same as
sitting
a
here,
blunt,
we
though,
be
you
getting
know what
everybody
I'm saying?
drunk, and my
That ain't
homeboy,
the same,
who's
though.
a DJ, he came up and he had like a souvenir for me from wherever the fuck he went on vacation last, and he brought out this big ass cooler full of ice and liquor, and it was a good time. So
I'm only gonna pull up with
come
a
on
dub.
down.
You feel me? I got
the
dub
price
of
is
weed.
right.
Fuck. Pull away.
Y'all shoot in New
Demo.
York. Y'all shoot in New York, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'll fuck around and pull up. You feel
Oh,
me?
yeah, I'll go to
I
New
got a
York
sco-
for
I got
that.
a scooty bike.
Not the scooty bike.
Yeah, I got. Well, it's not really a scooty bike. I got one of my little scooter joints. You feel me? It's not a scooty bike. It's better than a scooty bike, to be honest. I mean, let's not talk about my scooter.
It couldn't get you here, so it's not a really good scooty bike.
Oh wow!
Now is it?
Wow, it
should
could have got me here,
unpack that.
but I would have been way later.
It's too hot for that. You might have passed out and not made it at all. So
Your name on your,
That shit kind of fast. We got some win.
one of your aliases should
We
be
felt
Petty
some
White.
Petty White, I like that.
Should be one of
Yeah.
your
Look up how many bitches got the name Petty White first. It seemed real basic.
Well, I sometimes I do AKA names on like the podcast. Like sometimes I'll be like, oh, it's NEC AKA Jill Scott on a podcast
stop
microphone or some shit like
First
that.
of all,
Where the fuck you get this
That
stopwatch
recall is
Jenkins
great.
shit from?
I love Twitter when that happened.
Yeah, because first of all, we're not even gonna talk
You remember
about
that?
Jill Scott.
When Jill Scott was doing the shit with the mic.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
First of all, I've been thinking Jill
Boy,
Scott was
niggas
fine.
was
'Cause
in
you know I
school,
gotta think for the BBWs.
First
You know
of
I
all-
gotta think for the BBWs. You know I like
First
to
of
break
all,
out.
I
As
have
do
been
I.
a Jill Scott fan since the dawn of time. While other people had B2K and NSYNC and shit up in they fucking room and shit, I've always had Jill
Have
Scott
you ever
up.
been to the Scream tour though? Because it's hard. To not be,
Listen,
it was hard to not be a fan.
I wasn't a
It was
boy
hard
group-
not to be a fan.
I wasn't a boy group fan. I was like a fucking neo soul child. Like I wasn't like,
Okay. So
oh, B2K.
so
like,
Sade.
yeah, like I was real. I kept it real old school, and so I always loved Jill Scott. Like I've seen her live, like several times.
Look, let me be close to Joe Scott.
I've seen her.
So you wasn't fucking with You Got Served?
No,
Keep it a bean. You ain't. So when you see You Got Served, that was your shit.
no.
She lying.
You got served.
You got served.
She ain't like Lil Saint.
When Jill Scott, when she did Why Did I Get Married, she went on BET to do 106 in Park. I went. The second time she went on 106 in Park,
Yeah, I
I
remember
went.
Lil Kim and You Got Served, bro. She was fine as
She
hell
was
then.
looking stupid. She should have stopped there with the surgery.
She should have stopped right there.
She should have stopped right
Yeah,
there,
right
bro.
there.
Them titties was looking
She-
magnificent, boy. Boy, and she was the nice color. She was
Nah.
pretty as hell.
She
still.
looks fucking strange.
She
I've
was
always been a
looking
fan of
good
Jill Scott.
right there.
Aesthetically, like
That was like the last
She's
mark.
regal. She's like a fucking eagle, like
No,
or like
she's-
a phoenix or something. Like
That
she's
was the
just
last mark for
she's
Lil
just
Kim. Lil Kim, why'd you
royal.
do that?
She
to
just
us?
gives me royal vibes, and I fucks with her.
You went
energy. I
from
love
dark
her.
chocolate to Chinese.
And especially when you see her live, like she's just
Nah, I seen
tall
Jill Scott
and
live
just
like twice.
thick and just
I would love to see Joe Scott live.
oh my
I
god.
seen her live
Jill
like twice.
Scott looked like a
And-
big ass
and
marshmallow.
I went to see
Big ass toasted
when
marshmallow
I
on a
went to see-
graham
when I
cracker
went
that I just want to bite on. You
Yo, this nigga
know what I'm
retired.
saying?
Nigga
Like-
said-
With a little bit of caramel drizzle. The nipples look like
Yo.
cherries on
I
top.
love
You hear
her
me?
so much.
The way she
Jill,
was
Jilly
sucking
from
on that
Philly, I
mic.
love you, sis.
Whoa! Everybody talking at once. Jesus Christ!
Cause I'm in, yo. It's my sex dream, bro. That's one,
Nigga said it's my sex dream.
I swear to God, bro. That's one of my motherfucking. That's on my sex
Oh,
bucket
you wanna
list.
talk
Cause you
about
know
that
it's
dream you had the
you know
other
it's
day? Oh, wait,
different.
no, you
Whoa.
can't
Nah,
talk
I can't even talk about that on.
What
That's
was
a,
you saying
that's a,
about Joe
that's a
Scott?
after you heard.
I just love her. She's just regal. She carries herself with so much poise
Mm-hmm.
that it's just I just love her. She's a vibe. Number one fan.
That question, though.
Also, she's an Aries. She has the same birthday as my wife, so that's how I know it was meant to be.
Hey.
Turn up.
When your birthday?
October 17th.
I thought you was
Damn,
gonna
never
say
mind.
7. I was about to be like, oh,
Libra gang.
Oh, your birthday the 7th,
nah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what I'm saying?
He a Libra.
That nigga
Libra
young,
gang.
Come on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I know the vibes.
You know the vibes, gang. Y'all been meeting a lot of
I don't
Libras
be-
this
I don't
past
believe-
month.
I don't
It's
believe
crazy.
in zodiac signs.
You should.
I don't. I feel like.
Only thing I believe is that we
I
give
feel
it
like
the
I feel
sheets.
like your character.
Everything
based
in
on-
this world has an order, and you're in the order.
Only thing I believe.
I believe that, but what I do believe is that character is based on who you raised by and yourself. Like, cause people be raised by the best people in the world and still be like going outside.
There
and
are a
be
lot
like,
of things that work to make you.
Zodiac would match with other people.
I know my zodiac sign good in the sheets.
Like, I'm
you
a Sag-
hear me?
Like I'm a Sagittarius. He said, "You hear me?"
You feel me?
Nah, it's like I don't know. My zodiac. I'm a Sagittarius, right? I be
Oh
looking at
no,
other Sags.
hell no.
What that mean in this?
Oh,
Got
no.
pissed at you.
The
I feel it.
Capricorns and the Sag is it for me. Like the rest of the zodiac sign is valid, but
Oh my god!
them Sagittarius and them Capricorns,
Oh shit!
y'all niggas need to.
Oh, we hate
This is a PSA. If you are a Sagittarius or a Capricorn, you should seek help immediately.
What the fuck? That's so crazy.
What the fuck?
Wow, I didn't know you felt Nah, but see, if I believe in zodiac signs, I feel some type of way, but I don't, so it don't matter. Like,
You guys need to do something with that fucking narcissistic personality disorder.
all right, so boom, I am kind of narcissistic or whatever, but that comes from me. That comes from my upbringing. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, both my parents is Virgos. That shit don't mean nothing, man. Fuck all that shit. My
I'm a
parents-
Virgo.
The people who raised me as an Aquarius, I was raised by
It's
an
a
Aquarius
mixture of
and a
all
Scorpio.
things. Your personality, what makes you, who raised you, where you were raised. It's
Is my grandfather a
Nature,
Scorpio? What's right
nurture.
before Sagittarius? That's a Scorpio?
before Sagittarius is a Cap.
No,
Capricorn,
Capricorns is January.
The end of December.
Capricorns is
end of
not
Dec-
January. Though the end of December, beginning of January.
Yeah.
Then after that is Aquarius.
Yeah, my grandma in Aquarius.
Ain't
And
My
my
whole,
grand-
I was
Libra.
raised by nothing but Aquarians.
And my
My
grandfather.
mother's an Aquarius, my sister's an Aquarius, my dad is an Aquarius, my best friend is an
Yeah.
Aquarius.
My grandfather is a.
Ain't no
What the
Libras,
fuck?
though.
His birthday November 11th. I think he a Libra.
November 11th is
No,
a
he
Scorpio.
He a Scorpio.
Scorpio.
Yeah, but I don't believe in none of that zodiac sign shit. Like I feel like it's on your upbringing. Like
I'm a very spiritual person, so
I have Virgo traits, so I know the number.
I'm spiritual,
Virgo.
but you know what?
I
I
ain't
don't.
even
You
gonna- I'm
know what
ghetto.
fucked me up with the zodiac sign shit, right?
When somebody said, "Oh
Like,
yeah, you a Libra,"
it's like-
I'm like, "The fuck is
It's
that?"
like they
Trying to
put
play me?
they put like ain't that like Greek mythology, right?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? You know every fucking culture had their own shit. You
Right.
get what I'm saying? But Greek is what stuck because that's just what America
I
just
fuck
decided
with
to do.
Greek mythology, actually. I'm
Fuck
a
Greek
huge
mythology, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you. Half them Greek niggas ain't gonna fuck with you if you walking down the street. Fuck them niggas. That's how I be feeling. Like it's like what we go by. Like I got an owl on my hand, right, tattooed or whatever, right? Because I was looking up, fucking like I was digging into that zodiac sign shit, and it was like Native Americans got their own zodiac signs, and my Native American, Eastern American zodiac sign is an owl. So that's why I got an owl tattooed instead of like a centaur or like a bow and arrow. I was just trying to think of something different. Like you know what I'm saying? But
be freestyling in their head.
But you know, but I did my research before I got it because you know tattoos are forever. Or whatever. I wanted to get something that made sense to me, but it was just because I don't know how to explain it. Like, I just don't believe in zodiac signs because zodiac signs are kind of dumb. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I believe in. I don't think that shit makes sense.
Anything is possible.
Yeah,
That's a
word.
fact.
I just don't be believing in that shit. Like it's like because
I believe it.
'Cause it be
People-
motherfuckers
Certain
that's-
people mesh with
the only
You
Aquarius.
ever wanted to like someone and you just don't fuck with them and you just don't know why?
Yeah.
Word.
Like sometimes I really feel like it'd be your sign. Like
But that's the thing. Like the only Aquarius
because you're
I like
not
is my
only
grandma.
represented because your zodiac sign is technically your sun sign, but you're represented by other signs. So you have a rising. What is your Venus sign? What is your moon sign? So like I'm a Libra, but I'm a Scorpio moon and I'm a Cancer rising.
you know what
like
make me-
there are other things that make up your zodiac. So you know it's just
Yeah, I ain't got too
I'm on the
versed, and I
cuff of
hear
Gemini.
about it, but I
I'm
ain't
on
got
the
too
cuff of
versed in
Gemini.
it.
And you know Gemini.
No,
get
I
bad
will
rap
say this.
of
I will
being
say
two
this, right? Like when
But I'm more Taurus because I'm on the cuff. I'm right at the beginning.
Nah, I say this. What I was saying is, when I was looking up other cultures like zodiac signs and shit like that, a lot of the explanations, like I'm an owl and the Native American shit, right? But when you read through that whole shit, it say like the same shit, like the Sagittarius shit say. You get where I'm coming from? So it's not like I
it's
feel
not
like
far
it's,
off.
it's not far. It say like a lot of the same shit. So I think it's just more so the symbol that's different than opposed to so. It's like that almost made me believe in that shit, but then it's just like, man, fuck that. I don't be liking other Sagittarius.
Different cultures have different shit. They just call it something else.
Yeah, and that's I
That's
understand
all
that,
it
but I
is.
really just don't be liking like Aquarius is my grandma. I don't love nobody more than my grandma. She's an Aquarius. I feel like every Aquarius. I fought like 4 Aquariuses in my life, like fist fought. Like I hate Aquariuses.
But
I
you
hate
love your
everybody born in
Can I
February.
get everything?
It's a great song.
I'm an Aquarius.
And
I
Damn,
fucked.
I no names, my man. I ain't even gonna hold you.
I fucked
Names
with all
my boy.
Aquarians. I've never
Names
had
my
a
man.
I've never had a problem with not one Aquarian person. Like raised by Aquarians, love Aquarians. Like
I was raised by an Aquarian. Who? Professor just became my man, and I knew him mad long. So what that say?
Could be my moon sign too, though.
You feel-
yeah, because I mean your sun is what you believe you are, or what people perceive you as. Your rising is what you present as, and it's just so on and so forth. It's just a whole lot of shit.
I hate
And
everybody.
I just don't have time for that.
Yeah, I don't got
Time to
time.
explain that shit right now.
I
but-
feel you, though.
No, I feel it.
You feel me? It's just it's complex. That's all. People are complex. That's it.
Yes, and I feel like I feel like we too complex to think that.
Niggas be trying to explain it
I
like
don't
I'm
give
an
a fuck about that.
I'm an asshole because I'm a fucking Taurus. Like no, you're an
Yeah, like, that
asshole.
shit make me
I just
mad,
want
like-
people to know this is another PSA. I just want to put this out there.
Your mama.
Hello, PSA. Being an asshole is not a personality trait. I just want to put that out there for people. Being a complete dick does not make you somehow more
Dick?
desirable. Having an unpopular opinion doesn't make you cool. Okay? It just annoys the shit out of everybody else.
On the
Thank you.
set.
That's it.
Those work for me. Those work for me. So, last question for you. What would you say is like your biggest takeaway from having a podcast? Like, has it done something good for you? Has it done bad for you? Like, what is something that you say is your biggest takeaway?
Oh no, I don't. No, I don't actually.
Oh shit! Oh shit.
No, I do not.
Oh shit.
No, I do not. Nah, we don't.
Oh wow. Something that podcasting has taught me, I guess, to be more social. I wasn't really a social person. Like I say, like I don't mind like talking to people on social media, like hi, bye, commenting, but like I would not hold a conversation with people in public, like on some one-on-one or like interview type. I just don't want to be bothered. Like I'm not really a people person.
Maybe
Like,
sometimes people be talking.
I see you when I see you. If I
that's
don't, I
crazy.
don't. If I fuck with you, I fuck with you. If I don't, I don't. Like that's just pretty much it. And it's
Right.
just like Coast is like, you can't be like that. You have to be social. You can't be mean. But because I've worked in corporate all my life, everything is very process oriented for me. So when I reach out to people, everybody gets the same message. This is what I tell you. This
Right.
I propose a time. I tell you what the place is. Blah blah blah. Like everything is done to a T. And so I had to break out of that, making everything so corporate and trying to get more creative. So that. I guess that's my biggest takeaway. Like I had to be more creative about podcasting because I'm so used to working in corporate.
Work.
And you can do both. You could be a corporate bitch and then be on a podcast.
Yeah, you can be
and
mixed.
with your OnlyFans frying chicken by night. I'm telling you, you could do it. I do it.
I might have to do this.
There you go.
I might have to. I'm about to see this.
What?
Yeah, nah, you know,
I haven't sitting here thinking like I might have to just because curiosity.
Subscribe to
Have
her
to do what?
OnlyFans,
Because,
she's gonna
like-
tell me. I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna be like, yo, that nigga
Because,
really did that.
There's ways out here to make money. As long as you're not out here violating yourself,
Oh, man.
you're valid to me. Like, get it how you live.
I want to do the OnlyFans shit, but you know, I gotta get some push-ups in first. I'm just not comfortable with my titties.
Hold on.
As soon as I get
Like, you
released,
don't know what you're gonna get on OnlyFans. Like, OnlyFans, but it's me sitting there eating Chipotle, telling y'all that niggas is trash. Like, you never know what you're gonna get.
I just feel like if I had an OnlyFans, I just take showers like, hey, like once a week, camera, take a shower. But I gotta get my body right though, like.
And my wife is a photographer, so she be making a content for my OnlyFans so I could put my feet up and stuff. My feet pics and
I
shit.
can't put my feet up.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
I'll make an
it's
OnlyFans
union.
to
We
show
have a
different pairs of
common goal.
ethicas
The
I got
goal
on.
is the money. I
Nah, I feel
don't
it.
care
The
who's spending the money.
bag.
I don't want to be with the people who are spending the money.
Nah.
Fuck y'all. I got
Make
what I
an
want, but you know,
OnlyFans.
got goals.
And every day, show a different pair of ethicas you got on.
I gotta get my body right though first.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
never.
Every time, every day,
We putting
every
up
day,
feet
just
pics,
start.
Like, but no, it could literally be, and you can make any money doing anything.
That's a
Like,
fact.
it could literally be
I got fucked up.
OnlyFans, but you sitting there talking shit while telling niggas how to roll a blunt. You know how many people don't know how to roll?
Right way.
And who just want to hear you fucking talk?
I make an OnlyFans just for hiking niggas. Like, yo, you want to get hiked on? Subscribe. The
Exactly.
newest subscriber getting
Boom.
hiked on all day.
And people will subscribe
Send me
just to
5
see you
pictures.
hike
I'ma
on
hike
other
the shit
people.
out you.
There's money out here.
That's money right
Go
there.
get that
That's a lot of
money.
I'm
wanna
flipping.
laugh. I wanna have a
I'm
good
flipping
day.
scooters right now. 500, man. Well, 550. But holla at me.
Word. Support black
500
business.
500 to be friends, and I don't give a fuck if you know somebody else paid less than you, because that's not how business works. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But my man said he got 500. Your man's is my man's. I don't know you. 550. You know what I'm saying? Fuck.
Oh man.
What I pay don't mean
I
that's what
could
you
not.
pay.
Drew Guap, y'all got anything?
Nah, I don't, man. Thank you for coming on.
Bad
Y'all can follow
movie, Zal.
me at bitch don't ask no questions. So that's
Bitch don't ask no questions.
underscore.
Oh, that
don't
was
ask
you.
No questions.
I was like, who the fuck is this? Oh,
You can follow the podcast
Disrespectful on my
page
gram. Talking
at
about
something like podcast. You can follow my food page because I'm also a food critic at close the fridge underscore.
You be doing them. What's them? shit,
Mukbangs,
them-
yes.
Yeah. Nah, the ASMRs. What's that shit called?
Oh,
ASMR. I don't like that.
What's that?
When
It's
it's
like you
it's
make
they literally
you make
do this.
sounds on the like you could be like
They literally
chewing
eat some
ice
shit
or something,
in a microphone and just be like, hey, all right, boom, everybody be
making
quiet.
sound noises
Everybody
and
be
shit,
quiet.
like eating.
I don't know if that's gonna be good for you. I don't think you should do that.
So yeah, you eat for the sound. People like the sound of like crunching
Like
or something like that.
Trippy Banquet, you know? Like
Yeah, that Trippy Banquet.
Shout out Trippy Banquet again.
So yeah, what else? I have a boutique coming out soon, so
About to open up a boutique?
you just wait. It's gonna be online only because guess what? I'm not about to open up no store. I need to be recession proof by any means.
No, I feel that.
Working.
Yeah, you can follow my OnlyFans. So OnlyFans /bitch_ don't ask no questions. I might be frying chicken. I might be showing you my toes. I might be twerking. Who knows? Like, it's Tuesday.
It's the frying chicken that fucks me up every single
And
time.
I can fry the shit out of some
subscribe
chicken.
to
So
your OnlyFans because me and your wife are close friends. But
cool.
you my man's though. Hey,
I
so
appreciate
now,
you.
man. But yeah, end the show, bro.
Well, thank you for coming to Cleveland Converse. This is your boy, who is Joshua Ross.
You was talking about the BBW.
Viva la Rasta, baby boy, I ain't my problem. Know me a couple of bitches that I could go hit with no problem. Fuck up your world by fucking your bitch with no condom. Me and my baby a heavy bitch eating on pussy and sucking on dick in the back of a Honda. About to go hit at my homie that come from Jamaica and smoke some marijuana. I swear I'ma make it my come of his karma.